friends since 1995. Growing up, same street, you, me, my ride or die.
Dun, 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 dun. And then, ride or die. So, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Here, I'm going to show you an art tray that I did with Gwen Salutillo. So, for this video, I'm gonna slow it down a bit so you guys can see how I colored the piece. But before we get into that, let's go around with the sketch first. So the sketch here is so messy. OMG. It's a sketch, then I clean it up a bit. Then I'll clean it up again. As you can see here in my layers, so messy. Just simple sketching. No need to go fancy on the sketch or make a line art because we're gonna paint it. We're not gonna use the line art. So here, and I'm going to clean it up more and do the shout outs for today. Time lapse, please. And so for today's video, our shout out is for Clifford Sefarin, Deron Galindez, Angela Hernandez, and Gwen Salutillo. Hi, Shizuka Aina, MJD Necesito. I already did a art trade with her, so check that out. I will link it in the iCard. Then Arkar Moment, Fazir Ridwan. I'm going to show you their comments here. So yeah. I interrupt your daily watching by saying, it's time for shading. We are going to the shading phase. So, let's go. This is real time, so you can see what's going on. Start with the skin first. So, basically, I'm gonna get a watercolor brush, then add the eye color on a clipping layer. Okay, I add a layer, then it's clipping, so you know what clipping means, right? So yeah, let's start shading in real time so you guys can shade with me. You can get your own colors, get your own tablets, just color with me, you know. Let's chill. This is gonna be for a whole 2 hours of me talking like stuff. So what are you guys gonna talk about? What do you want to talk about? Here I'm shading the lips. Same brush. Just look at what brush I use. I'm not gonna tell you what calibration is already there. It's already on the screen. Wait, basically I don't calibrate my brush that much. Only the opacity, the percentage thing there. But that's it. Adding the shadows, just some shadows, then flipping it so it looks good on the other side. Always flip your canvas, okay guys? Always flip your canvas. It might look good on one side. When you flip it, it might don't look good. It might... oh my gosh. Adding the shading. So her skin color is quite, you know, cool. So the shadows are warm, on a warm tone to contrast her cool skin, to make it more natural, I guess. I just color pick whatever I want. I'm not gonna explain what kind of colors I use, but yeah, it's there. I just color pick from the reference. But you cannot see the reference. Where is the reference? The reference is floating around, and I'm recording on a window type feature, so you guys cannot see the floating around reference, but it's there. You just can't see it. I'm gonna post a picture of it on the screen so you guys can see it. Oh my gosh, but I can see it. You guys can see it. So in the time lapse, you cannot see it, but I still have a reference floating around. And just see me coloring the sky, just coloring the eyes, coloring the skin, doing some color picking stuff all around the piece to complement her facial features, adding some blush, adding some eyeshadow. We're basically just doing makeup on her because, she's a pretty gal. And 5 minutes in coloring, and there it is. You're looking at it in real time. It's not time lapse. You can see me have a lot of folders, a lot of layers, but it's fine. Use your layers on your advantage. Do not be afraid of adding like 100 layers, because I do have a piece with 100 layers and more. Yes, and it lags so much, but I need the layers in order to add more dynamic. When I want to change something, I'm just gonna go on a layer but not change the whole piece. The beauty of layers. Now let's go with some edges and line art on the eyes. A little bit of dark, a little bit of dark. Yeah. Dark on the lips. We're basically just adding the darker spots now in order to gain contrast, the deeper levels. So yeah, are you guys still there? I hope you guys are still there. Watch me paint. It's a whole 2 hour of painting of this. It's 2 hours. I hope you guys watch it, because I did my best on this. By the way, it only took me like maybe 6 hours for this piece. But if this was a commission piece, I'm gonna go ahead and maybe paint it for a few more hours just to refine it a bit. But yeah, it still looks good, but commission piece, hey, if you guys want to commission me, I'm going to open slots for commissions. I'm going to post the pricing too. If you guys want, you can share it so clients can get ideas for what I price this for. Maybe I still don't know if it will be dollars or pesos, but yeah, mode of payment too, so 8 minutes in, we are going to the double eyelid. She's not Asian, I think. She looks kind of Asian. Just with the skin color. Sorry about the noise. If you heard that, sorry about the noise. It's the truck outside. I'm like recording this voiceover for like early in the morning because everybody is still asleep and it's quiet and there's no TV, so you guys can hear me clearly. So I'm recording this very early and I don't want to get noisy because they will know. So that's why I want to leave this out. I want to record peacefully. So yeah, we're just adding darks on her eyes to define her eyes. Just like eyeliners, You know how that works? Eyeliners. But I didn't use black. Though. I use like a darker brown because we're gonna add eyelashes later. Because the eyelashes will be the same color as her hair. And maybe a little bit darker. So, yeah. Always do not use the dark black. Because it will look out of place in the piece. If your piece has light colors. But if your piece have darker colors, you can use it as to give like darker hues, you know. But in this piece, we're not gonna use the darkest flags on some parts because her face is very light, and you know how skin works. There's just blood in there, so it would be reddish a bit. So it would like brown would be natural for her. And just airbrushing. As you can see, I use a lot of airbrush because I want to soften the harsh edges that I made. And add some like egg yolk, like the under eye bags. So cute. She's not puyat or whatever. She has just an egg yolk. Hindi almusal, egg yolk. It's for cuteness. Egg yolk. It's not even egg yolk, it's egg yolk. We're gonna add highlights. Yay! See, it looks pop when you add that white dark. When you add that white dot there on the eyes, it makes her shine. I used the hard like brown brush to emphasize the white. Just cleaning up a bit. Well, she looks really good now. Just cleaning up. By the way, I recorded this ahead of time. I'm just doing a voiceover, so yes, because I cannot focus on drawing while I'm talking because I get confused. There are cars in front of our house. Sorry. I'm gonna cut that out. So yeah, doing some shading. It's good to color pink from the face, like color the colors that blended. Just blend it out to make it look even. But if you're going to a style that is like rough and more textured, you can always skip what I'm saying and just do what works for you. This is just how I do it. You guys can do whatever you want. This is just how I do it. I hope you guys learned a few things. Just adding the shadows. See that I added like orange on the shadows, because as I said, the light is going to be like cool, then the shadows would be warm. So I added a little bit of orange to emphasize that. And the skin has blood, and the blood is red, and her like skin tone is like cool, so I put it in orangey. What do you call that thing? When like light hits your skin, there's like an orange tint on there. I don't know what that's called, but yeah, that's it. I forgot what the terminology is. I just know it by instinct. Try observing like your hands or like your face. I always do that. Like when you're outside, out in the sun, you just explore the lightings. You can explore the scenery. Sometimes people will think of you as a weird person because you're looking at them, but in your mind, you're like thinking, hey, that's a good lighting. Like, how does the color be in there? How does that light bounces like that? You will know that it's good lighting if it like looks good and attracts you. Sometimes I stare at people and thinking like, oh, she's in a good lighting or he's in a good lighting, and if I took a picture right now it would look good, but I don't. It's just on my mind, and I keep staring at them for that reason. I also stare at my hands a lot because I want to see how to render hands, because I'm not really good at it yet. Yeah, here's the lips. So on her lips I used like magenta because it looks good at her. See, she reminds me of Snow White. You know, like the colors and everything. Looks like Snow White, and the ribbon on her head. You know, Snow White, right? She looks like a modernized Snow White. Modernized, but like military, or like Aquaman's princess. The colors or the color palette, it's like Snow White, you know. But it's Gwen Salutillo's character, so I don't complain. But the colors, Snow White, yeah. She reminds me of her. So yeah, we're 16 minutes in. 16 minutes in. This looks great. Adding on, yeah. Are you guys still there? I know this is kind of boring, but people ask for the real time living so they can see this is for learning. This is not just for entertainment. They are going to learn from it. You guys are going to learn how it goes. By the way, I didn't change a layer. I'm still on a layer. We're like there for a full 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. It's because we're gonna add realism on the face, like semi-realism. Yeah. Should I add music or not? Or should you just talk for full 2 hours? If there are noise, I'm sorry. As you can see, or as you can hear, I'm kinda outside. So, at least the other people in the house are still sleeping. So it's kind of quiet. There's no TV yet. But the outside noise is still ringing there. Another truck. I mean, motorcycle pala. Ayan, kumusta naman kayo dyan? Dyan pa ba kayo? 18 minutes na. Yan, yung noon yan na. Nawari yung kilay pero it's fine. I'm turning off the hair layers so that I can see the skin properly, if it looks kind of odd or not. And it looks odd. As you can see, the sketch layer is like on 1% or 2% opacity. It's because we are painting. We're just using it as a guide. We're not using it as like part of the piece. I'm sorry again for the noise. Oh my gosh, I can't really record peacefully as it. So yeah, just watch me paint. Watch me paint. Watch me paint. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just adding details. Detailing. Just remember, guys, to have a clear visualization of the piece, and also have a clear position of where your light is. You're gonna see where my light source is when you see the other layers rendered. It's like you will see the overall lighting is like up above her on like a third, like portrait lighting, upper corner like that. Yeah, yan. Pinagsasabi ko. Wala lang, andyan na ba kayo? Diyan pa ba kayo? 20 minutes na. Sabi sa inyo, 20 minutes pong tatagal sa skin na yan. Adding blush. And so pretty. Pretty na yung blush niya. Naka-airbrush na naman kasi ako. Airbrush. Airbrush is your best friend, but don't use it a lot. I mean not, you can use it a lot, but do not use it on everything. If you're gonna use it on every single thing, you have to have edges. You have to trick the people that you don't use the airbrush. You have to manipulate the airbrush to add like lines and harsh edges, sharp edges. But you can do that naman. And I use the airbrush to soften. I use airbrush on the skin mostly, but on the hair I use it on the first like shading, then never use it after that. See, I use it only on the skin and like some parts where I need like soft edges. I don't use it primarily for everything, because I see some artists that use airbrush and like black, then that's their shading, and that's wrong. You don't shade with black. You don't shade with black, everybody. You don't shade with black, you shade with hues, pure color. You pick the right color, not black. Because sometimes people confuse like when you add flat colors, then when you add black, it's gonna be darker. Yes, it's gonna be darker, but it looks unnatural. It looks bland. It looks like you shaded charcoal in there. If it's okay when you're shading like monochrome, when you're shading in black and white, it's fine. You can use the darkest black and the lightest white. But when you're shading colored piece, do not shade with black. Shade with like grays and mid-tones and red tones, cool tones. Experiment with color. And there are a lot of like palettes for you to choose from. A lot of them have like grayish blue, like purpley black. You can use that to shade your, depends on your piece. So we're just fixing the eyes now. As I said, for beginners, it's kind of hard for them to cope up with the coloring because they still have no idea, but please like look up on tutorials first before you jump right into drawing. But for me, when I started digital art, I also used like the shade, you know, and I kind of cringe for that. I'm going to oh no, I'm not going to show you. It's going to be cringy AF. Are you guys still there? We're 25 minutes in and it's still the skin. I'm sorry if that's, you know, but yeah. See, I'm using the hard edges using watercolor brush. I don't use the airbrush on those hard edges. And again, I didn't use black. I used like a desaturated red. As you can see, it's fine to use black like for just the darkest, really. Just like her pupils. See, it's black. All of our pupils are black. I mean, the inner pupil. I don't know what that's called. But yeah, you get what I mean, right? I'm just talking here to entertain you and explain to you what's going on. If you guys have some questions, you can comment them down below. I will gladly answer them when I have internet. Yes. Adding the eyeliner. See, it looks great when you have like a combination of darks and a combination of lights. Another tip for shading: don't be afraid to go darker, but not black. Again, not black. Do not shade with black. As dark as black, but just a little bit off to black. Depending on the piece, of course. I'm not racist, right? You can use blacks on like small areas, like there's no light in there. Like, for example, on the hole in the nose. So 27 minutes in. Are you guys still there? Are you guys still there? So we are just shading the skin. We're still on the skin because I'm like adding some shading there, like finishing it up. Yay! We're not even in the eyebrow section yet. Art takes too long. So that's why this video is long. That's why I cut off this. That's why I cut off the sketching phase. Because this video is gonna be so long. You guys are not gonna even watch it. Because the video is gonna be too long. That's why I shorten it up. And then I didn't also put the flat coloring video. I just, you know, speed it up a little bit so you guys won't be bored. You're just gonna see my shade there. plump lips. 30 minutes in. 30 minutes in. We're like 30 minutes. I'm like 30 minutes shading this time. It takes time, you guys. It takes time. And I'm still on the same layer. Yay. See, I didn't even use black again. It's like desaturated red again. It just looks kind of black because, yeah. Shading, 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 shading. Now we're on. Now we're on the eyebrow face. So I just color pick the hair color. Then add like strokes of hair. Hair strands. Strokes of hair strands. So yeah. Just putting it there. Brushing. It is like when you're putting on eyebrow makeup. You're putting on eyebrows on your face. It's just like that. If anyone knows how to do that there. It's just like makeup. You're adding eyebrows. But do not overdo the eyebrows. Do it as natural as you can. But if you want it on fleek, you can do it on fleek. Just don't like make the eyebrows off the color from the hair. Sometimes they do, like you have black eyebrows, then you have like platinum blonde. But that's the case of like colored hair. But this one, she has like natural grayish hair. Because she's like an anime character. The eyebrows has to blend in with the hair color because eyebrows are hair. It's her hair. That's why it's gonna be almost the same color or a little bit darker on the same color. Just adding a little hair strands to make it seem real. But it's not real. They are fiction characters. Fictional characters. 6 minutes in. So yeah, we're still on skin, and I turned off the sketch layer to paint it in manually. See, it doesn't even have an effect now. That's the beauty of painting. You don't need a sketch layer when you're like established the colors that you want. You can just paint the details in without the sketch. Just airbrushing some dark stuff there. Yeah. Are you guys still there? If you watched the whole video, please comment down below. I want to know if you've watched the whole 2 hours of this. 2 hours of me talking. Now, you're on 30 minutes. You're on 30 minutes of me talking. Of me freaking talking at... What time is it now? 8 a.m. Yes. 30 minutes of me talking. Finally, we're here at the hair coloring now. I'm gonna go on the hair, like on her bangs, and add the clipping layer because I'm unsure of how I'm gonna color her hair. Because her hair is in 3 different sections. I mean, like 4 different sections. Like her bangs, then the hair falling on her like front chest, then the one at the back, and the one at the lower back. It's on a different layer. So yeah, we're shading the hair with like a darker version of it, adding a few highlights to establish the block of hair. We're not like adding hair strands yet. We're adding the block, the light and the dark. See, my lighting is up above her like face. That's why the darks are like really dark there. You can see me shading the hair, shading the hair, and the darker colors. if you've noticed, I'm shading and my background is gray. Why? Because I'm in a dark environment. I'm like in the room and it's dark. And if my background is white, that's white. That white is gonna show really light, really bright. And my eyes is gonna suffer. It's gonna suffer. That's why I color on gray. Because it's a mid-tone. It's not too light, it's not too dark, it's just right. Mid-tone gray. You should like do that when you're on a dark environment, even if you're not in a dark environment. You should like shade on a mid-tone gray, because a mid-tone gray is unbiased. It's not like really light, it's not really dark. When your colors will pop there, I mean like the colors will, you know, be unbiased when you're shading. It's kinda hard to explain, but when you're coloring on a gray canvas, your colors will be true to itself. You will see the values. If it's on a darker value, it will look darker on a gray canvas. If it's on a lighter value, it will go lighter on light, and it will look lighter on the canvas. If it's on the mid-tone, it will look like identical on the gray. If you know what I mean, it's like a color theory thing. Just color on a gray canvas. Your eyes will really thank you. So take care of your eyes, guys. Because when your eyes get really damaged by looking at screens like the blue light there, you're like coloring for hours and hours. You're staring at there hours and hours. Oh hey, you're awake. Someone's awake. Oh no. Oh no. Someone is awake. It's already 8:14 a.m. and we're at 42 minutes in. I hope you guys are still there. You see me add a little hair strands, baby hair, because basically the bangs already have like good lighting on it. You don't need to add white for the highlights. Then I smudge it off so it will taper at the end, so it will look like hair. Yes. Yes. Da, 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 da. It's basically good. Now we're on to the second hair layer. I'm gonna put some music so you guys won't be bored a little bit of me talking here. So yeah, gonna add darker colors. Basically, I will do the same thing as I did on the panels, but like on every hair. See, if I put the white background on, that will still look good. It will be fine because you're in the mid-tone. You're like on the neutral side. If you're like on the white background coloring, it's gonna be fine. But you're gonna be used to that light color when you're like blending, you know. it's just better to color on a gray canvas to see if your colors are right. Then just put on a white canvas, then just adjust the colors after to your liking. And subscribe, click that bell so you'll get notified when I post. Because of the pandemic, it's like adding the hair strands. I used 3 brushes for hair, like the airbrush, the watercolor wet brush, and the acrylic. The acrylic is used for like the light hair strands and the darker hair strands that will taper in the end. Yeah, that's its purpose. But I don't use a lot of brush. It only depends on what I'm rendering, what I'm coloring. Are you still there? We're like 48 minutes in, or maybe 45 minutes in. Yeah, da, 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 da. Now we're on the shirt. So I'm going to do the same thing, like add the base shadow, but we're not gonna add highlights there because there is no highlights there. Add base shadows with a watercolor wet brush. Then just soften the edges when there are soft edges, you know. If I'm going to commission a piece just like this, it will be like more expensive. It's because it has a lot of, accessories. And it's gonna take me a long time to render it like really good. I need to bake it in real good. Are you guys still there? We're at like a 50-minute. We're at 30 minutes kanina and we're at 50 minutes now. Are you guys still watching it? Are you guys competing with me? I hope you guys are still watching this. If you're not, like, why are you not watching? A lot of people commented. They said they want to have the real-time video. They want to see how I do it slowly. So I hope they watch. I hope they watched it. I hope they watch this, the whole video, so they will learn. But you don't have to. But thanks if you do. I like to do these pieces because it makes me practice my rendering skills. But yeah, I'm going to open for commissions. If you want to commission me, you want to reserve a slot, you can do that. Just comment down here. If you want this kind of piece, you want to commission me for like pieces like this, you can just comment there. I will give you a slot. I will reserve you a slot. We can talk about it. Because I'm going to make my commission info and I'm going to post it. You can contact me on my social media accounts. It's on the description below. The pricing will be posted on the commission info. It will be going to post. I'm going to post it soon. My grammar, oh my gosh. I'm just adding darker colors, but not black again. But there are parts that is black because she has like black gloves and black like turtleneck. Yeah. Those are the colors she picked. Gwen, if you're watching this, hi. This is how I did it. This is how I drew the character that you sent. I hope you learned something from this. Just ignore my talking and just watch it. I'm just here for entertainment. Hi. Like, I was going to make a website for like commissions and portfolios, but damn, I wasted my time. I wasted my time because Wix is so laggy. Because the Wi-Fi connection is not stable and my freaking browser is like killing my RAM. So yeah, I'm just going to make a PDF document for the commission info and the payment details over there. If you guys want like commissions like these, you can just comment down below or on my social media. You can DM me on Instagram. You can message me on Facebook for information. I'm going to send you the file there for the price, and I'm going to post it too. So stay tuned for that. Or maybe is it? What am I saying? I don't have a script for this. I'm just talking what I want to. We're at almost an hour at this coloring phase, and see, I'm like done with the hair, done with the face. It's just the sketching phase that took a little longer than I thought. I mean, it's like the cleaning up phase that will take so long, but the idea is there. Are you guys here? Are you guys still there? Are you guys still there? Now we're just rendering the other stuff, the other accessories that she has, and we're like an hour in. Are you guys still watching? If you are, then comment down below if you're still watching. Comment down below if you watched till the end. If you're watching, like you're on halfway through it. You're halfway through it. This video is like 2 hours long, so you're in the halfway. You're halfway through it. You can do it. Now we are getting for some textures. The textures. I'm not going to paint it like individually. I'm like adding texture so that it looks like it's rendered individual, but it's not. So yeah. I use the oil paint brush. The calibration is on the left side of your screen, underneath the color wheel. That's the size, the opacity, and the settings of the brush. You can download these brushes on the Medibang cloud if you don't know. These are just the free brushes that's from Medibang. It's not custom, or I didn't download it from anywhere, or I didn't make it. It's just there on Medibang. I'm adding some layer modes. Yeah. We are just adding some shading, and adding some smudging. We're smudging the edges so it will look softer because it's too sharp. It's too sharp. So we need to Are you guys still there? Are you guys there? This is an hour and 15 minutes now. We're an hour and 15 minutes. And we are adding a few textures. Textures like fur. And like fur. I'm not like stroking it naturally. I'm like blah. I'm color picking, then brushing it, then color picking, then brushing it. It's like scribbling only. So it will look like fur. I don't know. I'm not good at fur. I'm not, an expert at fur, but it looks kind of like fur. TBH. See, I'm just stroking, color picking, stroking. Just mema. Mema go up. Mema stroke. Mema fur. Ganon. Mga ganon. Ang mema ni ate. Ang mema ng ate. Ganon. Ayan, patapos na tayo. Malapit na. Charot, hindi pa. Meron pa tayong 30 minutes. 30 minutes pa ng rendering na kailangan. At kung curious kayo anong mga ginagamit ko for drawing, you can just comment down below. I'll make a video of it. If you guys are interested, what weapons I use, what materials I use, what equipment I use to draw and to record this stuff, you can comment below. I will make a video of it next time if you guys want to, but if you don't, switch yourself. I will not make it. Just kidding. I will make a video of what materials I use soon, what tablet I use, how I use it, and yeah. Sorry for the noise. Like outside noise is like really noisy. Yeah, we're adding a little bit of highlights in the outfit. It will look alive. So we're an hour and 20 minutes in, and we are adding more details. We are cleaning it up. We are adding it up. We are adding highlights. We are adding darks. We are adding details. We are adding strengths. We are adding softness and hardness and lights and dark. We are adding hair strands. We are adding backlight. We are adding more details on the piece. Why did I say that? I don't know either. So yeah, just watch me paint. Watch me paint. We are painting together. Together forever. What did I make singing? So we are on the ribbons. It's like in the red ribbon. We are on like last pieces. We are on the last layers to be rendered. you will see that I forgot to render that green emblem at the end. I completely forgot about it. But I think it looks great, even though it's not rendered. It's like golden plate, like flat. It's an imperfection, but it's right on there. But I didn't notice it. I'm so dumb. So dumb. I forgot about it. And I posted it already. So I just got on with it. I get on with it. You know. So yeah, adding some golden stuff. Golden. Are you guys still there? We're like an hour and 20 minutes. Nah, an hour and 24 minutes or 25 minutes. I don't know exactly what time because I'm just seeing the timestamps. Not the time, the real time. So subscribe to my channel if you want more of these kinds of videos. I'm gonna make more content. Subscribe to my channel, please. If you like this video, like it and subscribe to my channel, please. And if you want to commission me for like pieces like these, like portrait commissions or like full body commissions, I will link the PDF file for the commission info on the description below, or you can contact me on my social media. But first, read that commission info so I can give you a slot for a commission, and the payment details are still on there. So yeah, go ahead and do that. It's all on the description below. Follow me on social media accounts. What am I saying? I'm like blabbing here. This is just to fill out the empty audio on this video. That's why I'm talking by myself. I'm talking at the microphone and I'm like doing gestures that you don't even see. You can just mute me, you know. Just mute me. Just watch it. Just kidding. Yeah. 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 So we're at an hour and 30 minutes in, and I am making some strands. I am adding details. Oh yeah. See, I'm like almost at the end. I'll just add some music. I'm tired. I want to stop talking. I'm saying nonsense. So, hi again. I'm here. We are almost done with this piece. But yeah, I'm going to do some post-processing after this. I'm going to copy the layers, and I'm going to merge all the layers, then gonna make some adjustments, sharpening or like color adjusting thing, filters, so that it will look good. And see you at the final piece. Ta-da! Oh. I hope you guys like it. Thank you for watching. If you make it till the end of the video, thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is the comparison of the reference picture from Gwen and my version of it. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys learned something from this, and I hope you watched every single thing, because if you didn't, you might miss some important details on the video but not on my voice. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys on the next one. Bye.